Hi friends, how are you? It is 9:14 here in Arizona, so thank you so much for being here with me at Late Nights with Lehilina. I'm Lehilina, your friendly pharmacy influencer, and today, look at this homemade butter, you guys. Isn't that amazing? Y'all, I had no idea how easy butter was to make. Okay, I've done banana breads before, so I know that making homemade bread is kind of a process. In fact, the bread that we made, I do that in air quotes because I'm gonna explain to you. That we made today was actually pre-made by the leader who was actually leading that activity for the young girls. You guys know I am one of the leaders of our young women's group in my church, and on Wednesdays we have activities. And so we had an activity where we were learning how to make bread and homemade butter. And so she had already made a loaf. It was in the oven when we got there, and then she had all of the ingredients for 2 more loaves. So the girls, she taught them how to put the ingredients together, how to, it was actually a no-knead bread. So she was helping them to mix it all up and get it ready, and then put the yeast in and put it out to ferment? No. I can't remember the word. You bread makers, you know what it's all about. For it to rise. There you go. For it to rise. So she had them do that. And then by the time we were done with our activity, she showed them how much it had grown before we left. But they were able to, so they had one in the oven when we first got there. And then they put another loaf in the oven, and so they were able to taste an already made loaf, a warm made loaf that they baked, and then I think 2 of the girls took home the already risen yeasted bread dough home so that they could bake that at home. So this was the other thing that we did. We made homemade butter. I had no idea that it was so easy to make, and literally it was just heavy whipping cream, and we were given this liquid in this little jar, and we just shook it and shook it until it like became like this butter ball inside this jar, surrounded by all of the liquid buttermilk. And then after that, I didn't want to get my hands dirty, so I had my girls do it for me. They were the ones who separated the buttermilk from the butter, and then they could add like salt. My daughter Odette, she actually made a honey butter, which was delicious. So she made a honey butter and then just a salted butter, and you can add all this other stuff in it. I had no idea how easy butter was to make, you guys. And look at how creamy that is. I am just impressed, y'all. I am just so impressed. Isn't that crazy? How many of you guys have ever made homemade butter? Like, what? However, y'all, I've said this before. And, in fact, I think on Sunday we were talking about something else during was it Sunday or was it last Sunday? I can't remember. Everything's just running together in my mind. But we were having a meeting with the presidency. I think it was this past Sunday. No, it was the Sunday before. Yeah, it was the Sunday before. So we were having a meeting and we were talking about pioneer times. And I said, I am so glad I live when we are surrounded by modern technology, because this is not something that I would make. My family would starve if I lived in pioneer times, because I mean, obviously I would probably have learned how to make it all. But nowadays, yeah, I don't know. Maybe because I'm busy with 3 teenagers at home right now, and it's just tough to do stuff unless we have an activity and I'm dedicating like a whole hour and a half or something to something. But on my own, I just have all this other stuff. In fact, today I was looking at my floors and they're neglected. Like, we have a dog, we have 5 people in my family. Like, my floors, I should probably be mopping them every day, and I don't. So I was noticing my floors. I'm like, man, they need a good mopping again. So anyways, and I had more laundry to do, sheets to wash, laundry to get done. Thankfully, my husband helped so much. He made dinner tonight. The kids help with everything as well. So I have help all around. I could not survive without my family, without my friends, without my leadership helpers, without my counselors, without everybody. Everybody helps me so much, or else I would just be in a corner, not surviving. But anyways, this was so awesome, you guys. So awesome. And then the other thing, I totally should have brought one of those little binders, but one of my counselors who was in charge of this activity, oh my gosh, she's amazing. She bought these little binders for each of the girls like this, and she put together these binders with places for recipe cards, and she like put the bread and butter recipes in there for them, because she said, you know what, these girls, what we need to do is we need to help them have life skills for once they graduate high school. They should be able to take care of themselves once they leave the nest. And what a great idea. So we are working on getting that stuff for them. Fun stuff, also basic stuff, and also essential stuff. So I am so proud of my leadership. I'm so excited to be working with them, serving with them, the young girls in our church, and this was great. Can't wait to continue doing more stuff for the girls and have them fill up the recipe books. So anyways, that was it for today, y'all. If you have any questions about anything, let me know. Other than that, let's see, did I get a before picture? Yes, I did. This is my before picture today, and then this is after. I again did the same makeup that I've been doing, you guys. This has become my go-to makeup. Foundation, eyeliner, my lashes, my eyebrows, and then a Latina lip lacquer. This one I used Confidente. It's like more of the salmon color, because I was wearing like my salmon and brown today, which I love, and I wore my little strawberries because the color matches like my salmon, and I was wearing my salmon leggings, just pink and brown. I love it. So but yeah, this is my Latina lip lacquer after a few hours, after eating, after drinking. So yeah, it's been a great day. It's been a productive day, and I'm gonna go chillax now and have the rest of the night to do that, then go to bed, and then start another day tomorrow. Another busy day, another day in the life of me. So we did go to the gym as usual. We did walk the dog as usual, and it's just been a fun day. I am so blessed, and I hope that you guys are being blessed as well. And if you ever have any questions about anything, or if you ever need somebody to talk to, comment below or send me a message and we can talk. I am really happy to have y'all support me, and I'd love to support you too. So have a wonderful night, you guys. Again, I'm Lehilina, your friendly pharmacy influencer. As always, you can comment below, or you can check out my link. You can send me a message, and we can talk about pharmacy stuff or other stuff that you see. And yeah, I hope you have a wonderful night, and I'll talk to you again tomorrow. Bye.